over the world, civilizations that came before us left clues about who they were, how they were, and what they believed in. Most of the time, experts are very good on picking up on these clues and explaining what they mean to the public. But sometimes, they came across discoveries that made them totally perplexed. Everything that you are about to see in this video has provoked wonder among archaeologists, but it's the form of wonder that comes without any definitive answers. Leave us a fun and unique comment, and we'll pick our favorite to feature in our viewer appreciation segment at the end of each video. You could be on the receiving end of our random compliment of the day. Please consider supporting what we're doing by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. Number 10. Rongorongo Tablets. Easter Island is a mysterious place. You probably heard of it because of its Moaj heads, the large tribal sculptures. There are still a lot of questions surrounding how exactly a primitive civilization could have built these vast head-like structures and how the population of the island mysteriously collapsed. During 19th century expeditions to Easter Island, artifacts were discovered featuring a language never seen before. Historians have discovered it to be the Rongorongo language. The name may be fun to say, but nobody knows what it means. Easter Island is remote, like very remote. The civilization of the island developed independently without influence from neighboring communities and tribes. This is rare. In most parts of the world, languages can be interpreted and traced using historical clues, but the carved words of the Rongorongo language are still a mystery. Historians think that solving the meaning of the language might help solve the mystery of what happened to the island's original inhabitants. Number 9. Nazca Lines. The Nazca Desert Lines refer to a series of large ancient geoglyphs in the Nazca Desert in Peru. The Nazca people created the lines, supposedly between 500 BC and 500 AD, by the careful removal of the reddish iron oxide pebbles that make up the desert's surface. These geoglyphs depict animals along with geometrical and humanoid figures, covering an area of nearly 1,000 square kilometers. The first report of discovery and realization of the patterns of the Nazca Lines was during the early 20th century when planes were first flying over the area. Archaeologists discovered intricate geometric designs suggesting that the Nazca might be one of the earliest examples of applied geometry. The purpose of these lines is still not understood. Some claim that they were made as a ritual, while some suggest the involvement of scientific study among the Nazca people. Number 8. Rosetta Stone. The Rosetta Stone refers to a part of a large stone tablet with hieroglyphs, which was discovered by French soldiers during the French occupation of Egypt in 1799. The stone provided the key to deciphering hieroglyphics, the ancient Egyptian script that had confused scholars for centuries. The stone features not one, but 3 different scriptures: hieroglyphics, the sacred script of the empire, Egyptian Demotic, the common language, and Greek, the official language under Macedonian-ruled Egypt. The stone is considered one of the most important archaeological discoveries. It is prized as the greatest translation tool for the in-depth understanding of hieroglyphs. Number 7. 2,300 years old pure gold crown. An elderly Englishman who decided to remain anonymous really had a stroke of bad luck when he discovered an authentic Greek gold crown in a cardboard box under his bed. He had inherited the box from his grandfather and saw the crown long ago, but didn't think it had any value, so he didn't pay any attention to it. Until one day, he decided to have it appraised by the Dukes of Dorchester in 2017. He was totally shocked when they told him that the crown was at least 2,000 years old and was worth $135,000. The mysterious thing about the crown is that no one has any idea where it came from or how the grandfather came into possession of it. However, there is still dirt embedded in the crown, which makes archaeologists believe that it was discovered only recently. Number 6. Terracotta Army. In 1974, while digging a water well, Chinese farmers discovered the Terracotta Army of China in Lintong District, Xi'an, Shanxi Province. It depicts the armies of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China, and dates back to the 3rd century BC. Archaeologists discovered 3 deep pits containing the Terracotta Army that held more than 8,000 soldiers, 130 chariots, with 520 horses and 150 cavalry horses. Most of them were placed near Qin Shi Huang's mausoleum. The army was built and eventually buried along with the emperor in 210 to 209 BC to protect him after his death. Number 5. Oldest human jawbone. A human jawbone unearthed by a team from Tel Aviv University in Mezliya Cave on Israel's Mount Carmel offers new advice that humans migrated beyond Africa some 50,000 years earlier, or more, than previous research had led experts to believe. The fossil was discovered in 2002 by a freshman on his first archaeological dig, but news of its significance was only announced in 2018. The archaeologists dated burnt flint flakes that were also found in the cave to 160,000 to 250,000 years old, far earlier than the other evidence of modern humans outside of Africa, which places their earliest migration at 120,000 years ago. The jawbone looks so modern that it took archaeologists 5 years to convince people because they couldn't believe their eyes. Number 4. Buried treasure in an ancient Greek site. A husband and wife team from the University of Cincinnati was digging near the ancient palace of Nestor in the town of Pylos on the southwest coast of Greece, where they literally unearthed buried treasure, a cache of bronze weapons, gold and silver cups, and hundreds of precious and semi-precious beads of amethyst, carnelian, amber, and gold. Apart from its incredible wealth, the remarkable tomb offers new insights into the roots of European culture and about links between the ancient Mycenaean society on mainland Greece and the Minoans on the island of Crete. The two cultures were likely intertwined, together giving birth to what we think of as Western civilization. Number 3. Viking Shield. In 2008, Danish archaeologists who were digging 60 miles from Copenhagen found a stunningly well-preserved Viking shield, which is believed to be about 1,000 years old. Archaeologist Kirsten Christensen was understandably excited upon discovering it. The reason it was so well preserved was because moist soil covered it, keeping oxygen out, which causes rust and decay. The amazing thing about this discovery is that it's the first shield of its kind to be discovered in Denmark. It is an extremely useful discovery for Danish archaeologists to understand and study 10th century Viking culture and the equipment they used during raids across Western Europe. Number 2. Troy. The legend of Troy, especially the Trojan War, is one of the most memorable tales ever told. The ancient city was long believed to be a myth until archaeological digs by Frank Calvert excavated trenches in a field within the city of Hisarlik in modern-day Turkey. Following his steps in 1868, German-American adventurer Heinrich Schliemann funded a dig to discover the city. The discovery of Troy was particularly difficult because the outdated technology and scattered information led many to question its existence. The city has been the center of various Greek literary works like Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. Its discovery is considered as the biggest archaeological dig in history and is listed as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Number 1. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is one of the most well-recognized images in the world. It is Peru's most popular tourist site and is the most familiar icon of the Inca civilization. Archaeologists believe that Machu Picchu was constructed as an estate for the Emperor Pachacuti, who reigned from 1438 to 1472 AD. The accidental discovery of the site was led by Hiram Bingham in 1912. He had arranged for an expedition to discover the capital of the Inca Empire, but eventually happened to discover the Machu Picchu after talking to the local farmers. The discovery prompted archaeologists and historians to further their study on the Inca culture and civilization. We hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to leave us a fun and unique comment for your shot to be featured in our next video. Now for our viewer appreciation and random compliment of the day. Selimar Ricafrente. I bet you make babies smile. See you in the next video.